What's up, guys? I thought I'd do something different here, and I'm gonna answer the 20 gaming questions from TEMPHUIBiS. Let's go!
The first question I'd like to ask everybody is, what is the first console you ever saw?
First console I ever saw, I think I would say Sega Genesis. It's back in the mid-90s, like 95, 96, around there, 94. That's about it.
Yeah, but I feel you are the best at. What game are you the one? You are the man. The game for you is, what game are you best at? What game are you the one? You are the man. The game that you feel nobody can touch you on. The game is
for number 2, for what game am I best at, I'm gonna say Tekken franchise, baby. Yeah! Tekken franchise. Tekken video game franchise, for sure. No doubt about it. Alright, number 3.
What is your favorite game character?
Unfortunately, I can't say what my best character is because...
No. My favorite character, shoot. I would say Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat.
What do you think is the best era of game?
Please.
And question number 4. What do you think is the best era of gaming? What was your best era of gaming?
Best era of gaming is the PlayStation 1 days and the Nintendo 64 days. Definitely. Because N64, no loading. The PS1 days were good. A lot of fighting games came out pretty fast. Just platform games, all that. You know, yeah, that's why I like the PlayStation and Nintendo 64 days. Yeah, it's like fighting games just come out like once a year. Like, lots of them per year. That's all I can say on that.
1. That right. And 5. What is your worst game genre?
My
worst game genres? I guess I'd say RPGs. So I don't really play that stuff. I don't think I'm really good at that kind of crap. Okay.
6. When it comes to retro games, do you like playing them if they're redone, or do you like them authentic?
Retro games? Authentic. I like it original. Next question is...
What's your name like that?
Arcade.
Normal-handed, arcade-handed. And next question.
Number 7.
Are you normal-handed, arcade-handed, or active-handed?
So what do I mean?
So what does he mean by that is, do you play on a controller, arcade stick, or motion control, like this, or like this, or like this? For me, right, normal-handed. This is all I have. I don't have any arcade sticks, none of that. Let's see.
You ever bought this? Number 8.
Number 8.
Have you ever bought the same console twice?
Yes, I have 2 PS2s.
Number 9. What is your favourite soundtrack to a game?
The Tekken 3 soundtrack, which is mostly big beat music. So you. Here's my PS2. I don't know if the other one's that though, somewhere. Yeah, that's that. Maybe you're still recording. Alright, let's keep going.
Mile, Streets of
Ever, Paris console ever, and it's the only console that I know where the games are videotapes.
No, never heard of the Video Challenger, or never played it.
Well, this isn't one. It's or game.
What?
And for question 11, I'm going to keep this one simple. Graphics or gameplay?
Gameplay.
I'm gonna say graphics. For sure.
Mario Brothers 1. Have you ever clocked Super Mario Brothers 1 on the NES without using the warp zones?
No, I never do that, because I don't have NES.
Cartridge or CDs?
I definitely got to say,
I'm gonna say cartridges, for sure. I know I would say both, but if I had to choose one, I'm gonna say cartridges. Because there's no loading at all, just go straight to the game. And for CDs, they do load. Sometimes they take too long. And there's scratches in there, they can skip or freezes or something like that. For cartridges, no, there's no problem. Unless if you have to blow it or something, if it doesn't work, you know, just blow it and it'll work. That's the way.
S2. What console do you have the least games for? Handhelds included, so if you've got a DS or PSP and you've got less games for them, you can say that as well.
the console that
Nintendo 64. That's all I have. Rampage, Mario Kart 64, Bomberman. That's it.
I have the least games for.
How many players have you played with in a local multiplayer game? What's the most you've played?
I say about five or six in a fighting game with small groups of two, alternating. Like probably Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 3, Tekken 2, Tekken 4, all that.
He plays locally. Now for 16, what two games do you reckon should cross over?
I have a feeling loads of people are going to talk about.
What two fighting should I cross over?
Versus Street Fighter when it comes to.
I'm gonna start to say Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, as most people say that. But other than that, there's a couple ones though there. WWE versus TNA. I want to see how that goes. I want to see the war. I'm gonna call it the pro wrestling war of WWE versus TNA. I think that'll be cool. Now let's see how that goes though. And another one is Street Fighter versus Virtua Fighter. Oh yeah, let's see how that goes. And make sure to put a Connect compatibility and PS Move compatibility in the PS3 version as well. That'll be the bomb. Also, what else? Namco versus Capcom fighting game. And Sega versus Capcom. And Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct. I would love to see that too. Alright. That's all I can think of for that.
What is the worst glitch
Number 17.
you've ever encountered?
Worst glitches that I haven't.
I don't think I ever encountered any glitches. I don't think I ever did that. I don't know. Probably, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. So I normally just play it with no problem. That's all I can say.
How much
Number 18.
percentage would you think storyline matters in a game?
Back when I was around like 5 to 12 years old, I didn't really care about the stories that much. I just played for fun. Didn't really pay too much attention to the story. Just played for fun. Whether it was a fighting game, platform game. And then like nowadays, we now have storylines in the game to keep them interesting. For instance, like I love the Tekken storyline. That's my favorite. And the Metal Gear Solid storyline is pretty good too. So I say about 5-10%. Maybe about 10%. That's about it. Because I most like the Tekken storylines, like I said. With Jin Kazama's owner of the Mishima Zaibatsu, and the war of Mishima Zaibatsu against G Corporation, owned by Kazuya, the father of Jin. That's all I can say on that.
I'm gonna have to.
Hit the hedgehog. Question 19. Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, Master Chef, Crash Bandicoot, Solid Snake. Who's your character? You know, let's imagine you was just about to start a new line of franchises now with your character. Who's your character? Maybe he could be a big name later. Who's your character?
My character's gonna be Agent Martino007, similar to James Bond. So I love those shooting games. I'm gonna mix it with martial arts too, and some martial arts tricking and stuff. So yeah.
Question 20. You are now the games director.
20.
If you was to make a game, right, what genre would your game be?
My game genre would be a combination.
My genre's gonna be a combination of action, first-person shooter, and fighting game. Actually, I'll call it first-person fighter. You know, I'll probably call it Agent Martino007 game. I'll probably call it something like The Worldwide Fortune, I guess. Where he has to go through all these traps, avoiding getting tortured in Slovakia, escape, go to Tokyo, find the get the invitation. Oh, I get it. Well, yeah. If I get the invitation to the Iron Fist tournament, and then find Jin to get signed up for it. That's all I can say.
And other side.
The bonus.
Bonus question.
For people who listen to my music, right, what game genre do you think here that my music would actually match?
Well, for racing games, I'll play some like techno and trance and some electronica as well, from what I've heard. And also on probably platform games as well, action games, fighting games, maybe some drum and bass, and hardcore rock, electronic rock, heavy metal, screamo, post-hardcore, hardcore punk, that sort of thing. Alright, that's 20 questions, so if you want to answer some questions, feel free to do so. Check out TEMPHUIBiS' channel as well. Put them under the description box. Have a nice day. See ya!